Yo guys, today I'll be showing you my 15-0 rank 1 custom tactics that utilize one of the new roles that EA added and turned out to be extremely overpowered. So the formation that I'm using is the 4-2-1-3. This actually might be my favourite formation on this game because you can get your wingers one-on-one with one pass, and I've got a passing video on my channel that explains how to do that. I'll link it at the end of this video. Then my build-up style I've got on counter. I always use counter as the build-up style because I find it to be much better than balanced and short passing. I find the runs your players makes way better in counter than in the other two. And then my defensive approach I've got on balanced. I like to start on 50 depth because it gives you much more control over the game, starting with a balanced depth instead of going straight in with a high depth from the very start and having off side traps and basically leaving yourself exposed from the very first minute. And now let me show you the player roles. I've actually got my goalkeeper and goalkeeper defend, but I think that sweeper keeper is much better and I like it more. But as you can see, I've packed Van der Sar, who's got goalkeeper plus and no pluses in sweeper keeper. The most important thing about your goalkeeper though is to have one with the rush out playstyle, the 1v1 close down playstyle that Courtois has. As you can see, Van der Sar also has it, and Centurion's Emi Martinez has it as well, I think. You can close down any one-on-one by just rushing your keeper out, and it's by far the most important thing about your goalkeeper. Then my fullbacks. I've got my right back on wing back. This is because they are my attacking fullback and they join every attack, as you can see, leaving my Konate, Van Dijk and Mendy forming back three. This is actually very overpowered because Van Dijk plays as a central defender and covers the whole centre of the pitch. And then you have your two DMs in front of them covering them, so you're never left open. So Mendy is left on fullback defense, so he stays back at all times. And his 5-star weak foot comes in really clutch when playing out to back, which is a reason why I've got him above Theo Hernandez. Then for my DMs, I've got Ugarte on holding ball winning, which is the new role I was talking about at the start. They added ball winning in the recent update, and it's basically equivalent to what mark passing lanes was last year, if you remember in FC25, the old tactics system, where you could pick out the roles in your tactics. We were missing this year because your DMs weren't really intercepting passes the way they should, and with this focus it's much better. And then I've got my other DM Patry on deep lying playmaker roaming. This is because in this formation you have DMs and not centre mids, so they don't join attacks anywhere near as much as, let's say, in a 4-4-2 or like a 4-4-1-1. So you want to put your left DM on roaming so that they actually support you and you have a fifth player when you're attacking. Then I have my Cam on playmaker. I find playmaker to be the best. Some people say that second striker's better. I don't even think Classic 10's too good. That's the new tactic they also added in the recent update. I still think playmaker's the best because it actually makes your cam have a defensive contribution and doesn't just leave you open. Inside forward is the best role for your wingers. It makes them make runs in between your opponent's fullbacks and centre backs. And then advanced forward is the best role for your striker because with Poacher they just stand offside a lot of the time. Like I said, this is the formation that I start games off in, and I start off with a balanced depth. But if I go 2 goals down or if I'm losing at half time, then I switch to the same tactics but with a high defensive approach. And now I'm going to change the code in the top right to the code for the 4-2-1-3 press. As you can see, these are the exact same player roles, but just this one has a defensive approach that's high. 61 depth is equivalent to what 71 depth was last FIFA, and it means that your team does automatic offside traps and it has an extremely high depth that's very hard to get past, and a press that's very hard to play out of. And these tactics work extremely well for me, so hopefully you can try them out too. Right now on your screen you can click on the video that I was talking about earlier. It's my passing tutorial that will show you how to get the most out of this formation, so watch that. Drop a sub if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, thanks for watching.